Hello. I'm coming back with a classic. So we have an iPhone 11 Pro that has no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. It has IMEI. If you dial star pound 06 pound, you get the IMEI, but it's getting no service. And this is a classic fault, especially on the iPhone 11 Pros. There's a line that usually gets shorted here. Well, I hope this is the fault. I only open this phone so we don't lose much time. There's a cap usually that goes bad, shorts out on the core board. Let me show you like this, and it shorts out this line. It's the 3B15 line. So as you can see here, there's like two caps here, one cap here, and another two caps here. Usually one of these go bad. Let's open this board and see if this is the case for this repair. I hope it is, otherwise I'm gonna ruin a perfectly good video, but I hope this is the problem. I think I also have a video about this one, an older one, but it doesn't have a voiceover and doesn't have that many details. Let me find the plate for the 11 series. It's here. Okay, let's try to first remove the foam from the board, as it will melt. To adjust my microscope a little, so both of us can see perfectly. Alright, so this foam came in one piece. We're gonna put it back. See if it comes like that. I always put it back after a repair. Let's see the other one. Okay, so this one also came out nice. Yeah, we can reuse it. We should have one here near the battery connector. Alright, proper nice, this one too. Yeah, good. Let me have a look at the board first to see if there is any obvious reasons why it should fail, but I can't see anything. There's no long screw damage. The board seems untouched, so yeah, everything is fine here. I'm gonna heat this up for a bit so I can remove the protective cover on the back of the board. I'm gonna use 350 degrees 40 air with this 6mm nozzle. So this is not rocket science. I just need to soften the adhesive a bit. I think we're good. Let's try with the knife. Okay, we will definitely put it back. Alright, and now we can put the board on the heater. The heater, because 11 series are low melt solder, I'm setting this machine to 190 because I actually need 170. So I'm used to open the low melt solder boards or the Reballing ones with 190 on this machine, because I actually need 170. So this shows it doesn't overshoot, it actually undershoots. So if I set it to 190, it will hit up to like 170. Alright, so we're gonna give it some time. We're already at 100 degrees. I'm gonna come with some hot air just to speed up the process. See also about this tool, all the tools you need to get used to them, so I already know its behavior, its temp. See, it stays now at 170, although I've set it to 190. It actually reads correct because now it reads the sensor, but I don't know why. Maybe it's a software bug or I don't know. But it's great, it's a very good tool, so I got used to it very fast, and I honestly can't live without it anymore. It's very handy. Okay, so I can see the board is coming off now. I'm gonna be careful because I don't wanna reball this board if it's not necessary. If it's not high melt solder, we can reuse these. Okay, let's first of all clean the thermal compound. I still have some paper. Okay, so we clean the thermal compound. Let me bring you also the microscope. There's some here on the CPU, on the PMIC. Just clean it off. Okay, this is fairly clean. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean it from the bottom board too. There's some here, so careful when you manipulate this board. Here are some very, very fine diodes. Let me see. You see those? Those are glass and they are very fragile, so if you scrape them, they tend to break very easy. Just handle it with caution. Okay, so the board looks good. Can't see anything wrong with it. And the first thing we're gonna do is measure the 3B15 line and see if it's shorted or not. I'm gonna take the multimeter. There's a mess here on my desk. I'm gonna put it in diode mode, yeah, so you can see it. And let's have a look on the 3B15 line, which is right here. So this is powering up the amplifiers. Okay, and there is no short. Incredible, I was hoping for a short here. That's bad. Ooh la la, I was betting on an easy repair. Let's see the other one. So over here, I'm not exactly sure which is the corresponding pin here. Let me look. There's no short here either. Incredible. So what could be the reason that we had no Wi-Fi? No Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. Okay, let's do some measurements here around the Wi-Fi chip. I'm gonna probe some of the caps. Slim chance. I've never seen a bad Wi-Fi chip like shorted. Oh, and I was hoping for a classic repair, but unfortunately it's not. Unfortunately it's not a classic one. I have no shorts here. No shorts at all. That is bad. Can it be just an interposer issue? I don't know. I don't like the way how this one is that yellow, but also there's no obvious short. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, so we have nothing obvious. This is the 3V15 line. See, we have 5014. So that's good. Okay, I have no idea what the issue could be. For the beginning, I'm just gonna reball the board. Reball the board. So if the problem would be only the Wi-Fi, missing Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, I would go for replacing the Wi-Fi chip. But we also have no GSM signal. Although there is IMEI and modem firmware present. So that was telling me that the problem might be the classic 11 Pro issue with the 3V15 line. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this with IPA. Clean it very well. And we don't know, maybe it was just a heavy drop and something got disconnected on the interposer. Around the PA areas. But yeah, sorry for my voice, I got a cold. A bad one, it doesn't wanna go away. I have a runny nose and have issues sleeping, and I have like a constant headache, but this is the time for it. It's autumn, is getting colder. I hate cold weather, and in our area it's getting really cold during the weekends, the winter, sorry. But times are changing, as you see. The weather, it's really weird lately, and it seems that it went off like a month. So whatever we were expecting in February, for example, now we see it in March. And so it was a very warm sorry, a very very warm autumn till now, warmer than we were used to. Yeah, we live interesting times. We'll see what happens with all this weather and pollution and I don't know. There's a lot of traffic lately, but I don't think it's mostly the cars as it is the air transport. All the planes, if you look on the flight radar, you can see thousands of planes over the sky every day, every moment. It's like, it's incredible. So I'm definitely sure they pollute a lot. I'm a bit against this the means of travel, especially for this cost. So it's unbelievably inexpensive now to fly. Like, I don't know, with 50 euros you can fly wherever you want across Europe. Doesn't seem fair. I don't think much of that money you pay goes into environmental programs, to be honest. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't breathe if I don't do that. I'm gonna heat this up a bit so I can add some flux. I think it's fine. I was using the Amtech 559 flux. It's a bit difficult to find an original one, and it's quite expensive. And lately I found the Mechanic are making a flux, well, that's named 559, go figure. But it's exceptional. It's very very good. I even preferred this over the original Amtech one. It's not that expensive, and I buy a full jar of it and I just refill my syringe every week or so. In phone repairs you use a lot of flux, so a lot of flux is required here. Alright, let's put the boards back and see what is going on. If it's not working, then we have a situation. A bad one, because I'm not in the mood now to do a board swap. And I'm also intrigued, as I said, why there was no cellular signal. That was indicating a problem with the amplifiers. Alright, I'm gonna use some weights because if you don't reball the boards, and I don't reball the boards on these low melt series boards, the boards have some shims that keep the boards like a bit apart, but not too much so they don't make contact between them, but not too little so they squeeze the solder and create shorts there. So those shims are very nice because when board is hot I will put the weights these weights on it, and it will keep it pressed and make sure that we have a proper contact there. Yeah, so this will take a while. I think I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna leave it running. Yeah, so see you in a few. Alright, so I'm back. So I know that when this timer reaches about 60 seconds, so I started from 240, I know that the original solder is melt, and I can add the weights. I'm gonna add the heavy one here, it's 50 grams, 20 grams here. I'm also gently pressing on it. And that is interesting. I think the board is a bit bent, so I'm gonna use the heavy one here actually, and I'm gonna put the 21s here. I think the board is bent, so it might be just an interposer issue. Yeah, and I'm gonna put the small 10 grams here. Alright, I'm gonna stop this one and then power it on and leave it on until it cools down to, now it's at 170 degrees, and I want it to reach about 80, 100. When it's 80, 100, I'm gonna remove the weights, take the board off, clean it with IPA, and then we can test it. So I'm gonna pause it again until this cools down, and we'll be back in a few. Okay, so it reached 87 degrees. It's safe to remove the weights. I'm gonna turn this off. Get the board out. It looks very okay at the first glance. I hope just the interposer is not broken. So I'm using IPA to clean the board, and it also helps cooling it off. Okay. Let me look on the schematic where the button is. The power on button. Button, power key connector. Okay. So it's the first one down on the right here. Alright. Let's prepare the power supply. Okay, let's install the screen. It needs to come this way. Okay. Let's try also to bring the power supply on the screen so you can see what is going on here. Okay, I don't remember where I need to put this one so you can see it. Okay, so I think this is good. Right. Power is on. We have a blimp there from the NFC. I need a microscope so I can get the prompt to boot pin. Alright, so we're prompting to boot. iPhone is booting. We have an Apple logo. I'm gonna I think my power supply doesn't make a good connection here. Let me prompt it to boot again. What was the pin? This one? Yeah. I'm gonna try not to move that. Try to cover it because I think it has a picture of the owner. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so settings. Yeah, so now we have Wi-Fi. Before the Wi-Fi was off. We couldn't turn it on. And let's see if we still have IMEI. Yeah, so we have IMEI too. So that was it. This was the problem. It was a problem with the interposer connection actually. So it probably had a short drop and it disconnected some of the pins, soldering them together. And putting some weights on it apparently solved the problem. So this is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it and if you find it useful, and try to watch the other videos too. I'm sorry it wasn't the classic photo I was hoping for, but if we get one I'm gonna video it. Alright, see you later, bye.